Okay, welcome back. I'm just gonna keep chugging. Just till I get to a save. This is so quiet. It feels like the end of the game. It feels like that was the final boss and now we're just moving on. Sweet, we saved.
Wow, you did it! You must feel pretty good.
I do. You sound sarcastic though.
You're one big step closer to the prototype. One step closer to winning. You've made your choice. You're staying to help Poppy. Well, finish the job. This win is yours.
Doesn't feel sincere for some reason. Is that seriously never gonna actually go in there? I feel like Ollie's been messing with me. Seems fake. Also, wait, where am I supposed to go? If I walk towards that door, is it gonna open? Also, that looks so light and airy. It's like a balloon. What am I doing? Always comes back to this room. I just didn't know how the puzzle worked, that's all. Guess I'll walk towards here and hope the door opens. I hit this button. Am I supposed to put that in there and it's just not working for some reason? What? Don't know why that had to have so many tries. Now I press the button? We good? We good? Regroup with Poppy in the hatch room. What the heck is the hatch room? The room with the catnap push button talk thingy? I knew this room was gonna have more in it.
Good, you're here. And you've done it again. The impossible.
Where are you, Poppy?
Just like I knew you would. Catnap's gone. The red smoke is diverted. Everything is falling into place, thanks to you. But if we're to keep going, then you deserve to have the truth.
The truth?
You
Poppy.
came back because of your co-workers. You want to know what happened and why. This is your answer. We called it the hour of joy.
Did the toys just all decide to go crazy on all of the people at the same time? Oh, all of the teachers. All of the huggies. Oh, that thing. Catnap. Catnap on the children in play care. Whoa. Make a friend machine. Whoa. How did I get out then? Did I not know about this already?
Moment of it. It went on so long, so agonizingly long. They tried to hide, to run, anything to stay alive. I remember their cries. What's going on? Why is this happening? What are those things? Senseless slaughter, that's all it really was. They killed everyone. The guilty, the innocent, didn't matter. All of that death didn't fix anything. And then, once it was all over, they dragged those corpses down below where they'd never be found. And they ate the bodies to stay alive. Prototype has to die. For this. For everything.
Hi, Kissy. It's so good to see you. Oh, I don't like this. Looks very squishy. Let's not stand on the edge right there, guys.
As soon as we reach the bottom, we'll send the lift back up. Just hold tight, okay?
Don't hold tight right there.
After you.
I don't like how you're like standing on the edge like that. Poppy, why can't we take Kissy with us? Why are we leaving Kissy back here?
Once we hit the ground,
Bye.
we need to be cautious. There's something. What? What's she doing? This is. No! No!
Kissy's not gonna turn on me.
We're coming! Just hold on!
Hold on.
Come on,
What do you mean?
Come on, go faster!
What are you talking about?
Kissy!
Poppy? What? What's happening to Kissy? What's going on? What just happened? What? What? What just happened? Wait. Wait, what just happened? Wait, no, stop. Wait, what just happened? No, wait, don't roll the credits. Don't roll the credits. Bring the credits. Stop the credits. Put the credits away. Put the roll back. What happened to Kissy? Scroll back. Scroll back. What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened to Kissy? Stop playing the credits. Stop this. Stop. Stop. They're good. That's like a twist. That's like a joke, little silly fake. Oh no, we hurt Kissy at the end, but she'll be back fine in the next chapter. Frickin'. Okay. Very upsetting. I should be excited that I finally finished this game. I'm supposed to be happy that I finally finished this game. What happened to Kissy? What happened to Kissy, though? I don't care about the game ending. What happened? Go back. Go back. Poppy, did I not freaking tell you? Why are we leaving Kissy behind? Why didn't you bring her with us? She needed to press the lever? Is that what it was? I'll press the lever. You guys go. No, because you need me to kill the prototype or whatever. What was the... Oh, I've totally missed all of these credits. Clap, clap, claps to all of these amazing people who made this amazing game. Maybe playtest it a little bit more next time before release, but overall great game. I do think I'll be playing chapter 4 now because I have to know what happened to... I was gonna do like a... I don't know, this game stresses me out and I have to be in a certain mood and then I have the... and it's hard to get an upload schedule. Oh, Poppy and Stella are voiced by the same person! I had a theory! Okay, but also Ludwig and Hartman are obviously different people. Rich and the scientist are both. If anyone's wondering why I've been refusing to say Michael Kovac all of these times explicitly, gosh, I'm gonna have to rewatch these out. Picky. So many great voices. What? Why does the prototype have voices from several... Why does it have several voices credits, and why from other characters?
Stick us. Beat us. Tear at flesh. Do you feel it?
Like, the voice of Poppy was one of those, and I think the voice of another... Oh, and anyone wondering why I refuse to explicitly say just like that voice actor or this person's voice actor and other things, and I never just said Michael Kovac out loud. It's because I really love his work, and I think he's a great artist, and I'm afraid of saying his last name wrong. I've just never, like... I'm pretty sure it's Kovac, but I don't know. But I watch it back and I'm like, just say it. Just say it wrong and say you don't know if it's right. But anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. For one thing, I can't believe that I'm like processing that I beat Catnap, which was awful and horrible, but not quite as bad as I thought it might be. I finished the game. Plot twist, Ollie is Piggy in the Spanish dub specifically. in other lore, it's different. The Ollie plot twist. I didn't even hear anything about Ollie. I don't get to know who Ollie is at the end of all of that. I guess Ollie was just Ollie? Or this is like a masser conspiracy. I thought that was just going to be a chapter 3 twist. I didn't think that was going to go on to another... Man, that's crazy. And then I just finished chapter 3. But now I feel like I immediately need to go on to chapter 4 because I need to freaking know what happened to Kissy Missy. Did they know? Is that everybody else's favorite character? Does everybody else love Kissy Missy? I'm just staring blank into the... Okay, I'm just gonna let the credits roll and stare blankly at the screen for a couple of minutes. Oh, to the players. Waited patiently. I would like to have waited more patiently. Totally did not read that in time. Wow. Wow, that's chapter 3. Replay encounter. Ah, so I could go through... I could, like, replay a, that's interesting. If by catnap chase they meant just, like... That's a cool feature, actually, so that you could just go back and... That's nice. I wish Deltarune had that. I've been, like, praying and be like, man, I wish I could just go fight a boss just by asking for it.
Okay, that should be enough power.
This is kind of a weird spot to put the... Wow! Kind of a weird spot to put the load for a quote-unquote chase that is like 5 seconds long. The save point isn't even on the map. You just get close enough and he comes out. Yeah, he's all puffy and then he like sticks it out and he gets all not puffy. Not much of a chase if you're gonna ask me. Maybe it's just for the scene. It's a bit of an interactive cutscene. Hey! Hey, Catnap! Oh, and then he peels off. Yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah, no thank you. I wonder if I do, though, if I do load this checkpoint, if I have a chance to go watch the tape. I mean, I've already watched the tape in another playthrough, but oh, I gotta do all of this. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. That's a fun feature. First dream. Is there a second dream? Bridge. It's a bridge. Oh, yeah. This I think I'm most likely to replay because I actually thought that one was super fun. Wow, look at this whole game. Can you imagine if 1, 2, 12, if I actually did this in 12 episodes instead of 28? Sorry. Okay, that's it. That's the end of chapter 3. Stay tuned for if chapter 4 ever happens. And, I mean, I really want to know what happens to Kissy Missy, so it's pretty likely to happen, but maybe not right away. Maybe I take a little break from horror. Let's take a quick moment, though, and talk about my favorite characters! I've probably missed a couple of here, but I didn't want to look up any pre-made tier lists, just in case there would be spoilers for upcoming chapters or end of chapter 3 and stuff. So obviously here at the top we've got Kissy Missy. Love her, that's my girl. Dog Days very quickly jumped to the top as well. Almost surpassed Kissy Missy for half a second. I actually had the audacity to set it up like this for half a second, but then I was like, no, Kissy Missy's my girl. She's got to hold that spot. Followed closely by Poppy. Love her. Kind of think she's Stella, which is why I have Stella here also. If she's not but that was also, I made this before I saw that tape. And it kind of seemed like Stella knew what was happening and didn't do anything about it. So I have weird feelings about that. PJ, I don't know why PJ's so high. I just love him. Look at his face. It's just, that's a girl's best friend here. Maybe I should put him after Kickin' Chicken, Bobby. I don't know. I'm leaving him up there for now. And then I got Kickin' Chicken. I love him. Talked about why. Candy Cat, the voice interaction on the button here is just amazing. The press the button to feed me more candy and then the stop is just really funny. Bobby Bear Hug is just a hugful, lovely, caring character that I just want to give a big ol' hug. Bunzo's just adorable. Bunzo's just adorable and he's never done me dirty. He's killed me, but I don't count that because it wasn't scary. Now that I've heard the voice interaction for this one, I think I'll still stay in the A tier, but this is like a lower A tier character. There's just not a ton, and she's, you know what? I think I might move her now because she was not really great with the sharing or the accepting of the fact that we were out of blue paint. So she's going to get downvoted for that. Honeybee, I think that's this character's name. I don't really know. I just love this character because it was the friend that we made in chapter 1 when we made a friend. Now in B tier, recently exiled to here, Crafty Corn. Also, I threw in Berry Cart because Berry Cart, not a lot going for him, but that's a good character. I like that. Hoppy Hopscotch is great. Likes to hop. Wants to hop to the moon. B tier character for sure. We got Berry Cart. We got Picky Piggy. It was fun. Not like an A tier fun, but like, yeah, it's a nice character. And then also Bubba Finn, who I should re-listen. I should rewatch the episode where I saw their dialogue. I don't remember much about Bubba Finn, but he was the first friend that we met in chapter 3. So that's a special place. I got the Make a Friend machine in here. I like the Make a Friend machine. We got a lot of people, voiced characters and stuff. Got Rich, the guy talking to Rich. Because the guy talking to Rich is like, I don't know if he's the same guy in chapter 1 as he is in chapter 3. Chapter 2, we get a Rich tape, but he's talking to himself. But in chapter 1, the guy who's talking with Rich seems like he's trying to passively not complain about the orphan initiative thing, assuming that they know that it's not a bad thing at all. So I want to give him some B tier credit for, like, you know, holding Rich accountable to not just being a negative Nancy and, like, dealing with the extra couple of boxes they gotta move around for the sake of housing kids. But then if that's Stu, who is the same guy that's talking with Rich in chapter 3, I don't really know how to interpret what was going on in that tape, or like if this character and these interactions are going to have any significant bearing on the overall plot. Like if there's going to be plot twist, Rich is actually important, or if it's just still a little sight in for us as to like what it would be like to work for this company, and the fact that Rich clearly doesn't know what's going on because he's like, oh, don't you think these kids should get some sunlight? Which, man, this is going to go on for too long, I'm sorry. But fun little fact that I never ended up talking about during the Home Sweet Home section when I kept, like, writing down notes on theories and things passing my head. The lack of sunlight that the kids get exposed to, as someone who's worked in, like, certified childcare centers, kids are required to get at least 30 minutes of outdoor time in the sun, weather permitting, every day. And I did a little bit of research into the logistics of, like, the history of that, like if that policy is statewide for my area or if it's this last 50 years or like what it would be like. I found out some very interesting information about the history of orphanages and foster care system that kind of plays weirdly into the timeline of this game. Because essentially, you don't hear about orphanages anymore because they don't, like, exist. Speaking exclusively to, like, America and what I've looked up about American foster policies and stuff is I was trying to figure out, like, would it have been legal in, like, the 1940s, 50s, or 60s to have had a child care center, an orphanage, anything where that was completely underground. And not only would obviously it not be legal to have kids underground with no sunlight, but also orphanages from the 40s to the 60s were being aged out. Like, there were still orphanages around in the, like, early 60s, late 50s, but they were just the ones that were still hanging on. There were no, like, it's very weird to have been building a new orphanage anytime between the 40s and the 60s, like they suggested this game takes place in, because the orphanage system was being slowly aged out for the new foster care system in America, which I assume is where this game takes place because of accents and stuff. So it was kind of wild for them to have been opening Playcare as a quote-unquote orphanage to begin with during this specific timeline, and I wonder if the people who made the games are aware of that. Anyways, wanted to address that because I looked into it forever ago and kept forgetting to bring it up again, but very, very weird of them, essentially, to be opening a quote-unquote orphanage. But they also, like, I don't know why they, in that one tape with Stella, the Hartmans were like, yeah, we're looking to, like, foster and give a home. Like, I don't really understand the logistics of what Playcare really is. Like, if it's an orphanage or if it's, like, a foster care system, or at least what public-facing it's supposed to be. Obviously, what it really is like a horrible human experimentation camp. But anyways, so I'm just going to be listing Rich and the guys Rick's talking with in B because they seem to not know what's going on. Marcus, the guy who went back for his keys and was talking to... The voice sounded like Scientist or Leith Pierre or what's his name or something, but... Marcus, the guy who was being interviewed for having gone back for his keys and seeing something with, like, 1,000 legs and, like, 50 foot long or something like that, seems to be genuinely trying, so he's going to get a B tier rating there. Seems to be oblivious of the monstrous things happening and doing his best to report all of the stuff, but also not so much to any of these characters that they're, like, lovable to the player, getting up to A rank or S rank. Okay, here's a whole barrel crack open of lore and questions and characters. The Smiling Critters cartoon at the beginning had a credit sequence, and then the game has a credit sequence. So I want to assume every character, every name that's credited to the TV show is a character that exists in the world who voiced a character on that show or animated the show or was part of writing or production on the show. So just because the show was cool, I'm putting all of those people into B tier, and I really have no idea why or what that means. In C tier, we've just got a bunch of characters that, like, don't necessarily mean anything. I'm noticing now Crafty Corn has jumped from B to C, replacing the C tier spot where I had Catnap because I've now decided that Catnap is B tier because he's problematic, but I love him. Between when I started talking about Rich and start talking about Rich, so now is the time where I reveal where I actually stopped recording after I finished chapter 3 to run to the bathroom mid-sentence, and I did not keep recording until, like, a month later. So if my voice pitch changed and you're like, what happened there? It's been like 3 weeks. And in that time, I decided to move Crafty Corn down to C tier because she just doesn't know how to share, and she couldn't accept that we were out of red paint. Daddy Longlegs, Baby Longlegs, we don't know anything about them. We've only visually seen them, so it's a very, like, mid character to me, as well as this weird flower. I thought maybe this flower had a stand somewhere that I just didn't know about, and we got some dialogue. I have no negative or positive views of it. Same as or maybe it was the Boogie Bot or the Dino, but as far as I know nothing about this flower. They just mean very little to me. They're like, their design's cool enough, but I don't know anything about their characters. So those are my C tiers. I feel very little about them. And then we get to the characters that I despise. Obviously, Huggy and Mommy are not fun to be around. Huggy has his own complications because he kind of looks and reminds me of Kissy in some ways, but at the same time, Huggy seems to be part of the weird prototype cult that's just trying to kill everything, and I'm not really sure what's going on. Mommy kept trying to manipulate me and spoke so casually with me despite just wanting me dead. So, like, Mommy gets to the mega no, I don't like you tier for that. And then obviously I don't think I have to say anything about this person right here. The experiment 6116 or 661 or something like whatever, that I think is the same thing as the prototype, also going to be going into the F tier. These two in D tier because there's worse and this is the worst. All of these guys, I think it goes without saying. I don't really know who is what or what's going on, but these people seemed to all be in charge of, aware of, or a part of in some way the horrendous experimentation and all the bad stuff that's happening. So they're going to like the super F tier. And Barb also seems to be a horrible influence on our delightful little school teacher right here. So that is those are my remarks. I probably would have a little bit more to say about Huggy and Mommy if I had recently played chapters 1 and 2, but that was months ago, so I just know that they're in D tier. That's my tier list, and I hope that I can never see this woman's face again. What am I doing here, you may ask? I'm timing myself replaying the entire game so that I can in contrast see how hilariously long it did take me, and I've realized that I have to do this again. Which, knowing now exactly the course of events, I wonder if it will not scare me as much. Part of me wants to just try to run and not watch her the whole time now that I know how slow she is in comparison. But then part of me also does not want to do that. Oh well. Because it's funny, because the thing is, like, she is very slow, and I stressed myself out so much by looking back constantly. But like, part of me wonders if you could have even, like, if I treated this like a regular chase sequence and I didn't realize that it was the red light, green light thing, if I would have just beaten it faster, because I wouldn't have been so spooked out of my mind at the concept of it. Oh boy, let me tell you. Oh shoot, which way am I looking? Which way am I looking? Where is she? Crap. Oh gosh. This is the first sequence that has scared me replaying it. Like, boy, my heart is already racing. Skip that whole room. Skip that hole. No, I can't. Where is she? Hey, I'm watching you. Darn it. Maybe this isn't how I want to spend my day. I do hate this. Down this real quick. Did I take the bookshelf down yet? This sucks. I don't like the— oh, I wasn't expecting you to come that way. Code, you just know which way I'm going and what I'm doing. There's no way she can outrun me. I need to just hit the thing and move on with my life. Okay, this sequence sucks. This sequence sucks royally, even if I know what I'm doing. Whole body is tense again. What if I skip this? What if I skip this? What if I just said, I know what sequences have to happen? Crap. No way I'm getting the second one in time for this. What if she comes through that hole? What if I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing or why I'm here or who I'm chasing or where she's coming from or when I'm gonna get jumped or where the thing is or why I'm running or where she is or what's going on? I don't even know where she is anymore. Is she chasing me in circles or is she gonna be like around this corner? I hope she's chasing me in circles. There she is. Hi. I'm already like 3 episodes worth of the playthrough's progress in 5 minutes, so I guess that's an improvement. You wanna ring around the rosy with me? And how about I— oh, she's gonna get me. Oh my gosh, she almost did get me. She's gonna get me. Oh, I hate this. Okay, I actually think I don't want to do this. I thought I could get through because I knew what I was doing, but nope. I really just suck at this, and I really don't like her, and I am not doing this anymore. No more. Yeah, go bye-bye. Okay, so another— oh, it fixed itself. Cool. Fun part of trying to replay the game as quickly as possible. It dropped the block next to the button, not on it, and now I can't stick in— and it keeps respawning the block next to the button. So if I were playing this my regular run, I don't know what I would have done? Like, now I'm just gonna reload a chapter select, but you don't have the ability to control your saves in this game, so if this had happened to me in my original playthrough, I don't know what I would have done. I literally can't get past the block. There's everybody screeching. I try to jump over it. I can't. I try to put away my, Can I move this so that you can go away? Poor Hoppy Hopscotch is just stuck there. You're dead. Oh, freezed. Hi, Bubby. Bubba. Bubba Fint. Who's next? Boy. Are they all just stuck around that corner or something? I was gonna like... I was gonna have fun. I wanted to enjoy myself a bit by playing a bit of a Vidimigo game. There's nothing I can do! Hey, I made it through. But even now, I'm gonna get up here and I won't be able to get the button because this is where I was earlier. And it's funny, I was here for a second and there was like a bunch of guys right next to me and they weren't grabbing me. Hey! Oh, I got it! Sweet! Sweet. Anyways, so that ends that chapter of hilariousness.
Log code 24459. In relation, experiment 1006. The prototype. Stubborn as he is, and always silent with each passing session, I'm still uncovering fresh data nonetheless. Today's discovery. End of log.
Ready to talk now, are you? I possess
A question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel anything?
This question referred to what exactly?
You stick us, beat us, tear at flesh.
Do you feel it? There's a secret inside you, 1006. Valuable beyond all measure. I cut and prod and burn at it. And I get closer with each session. So speak. Or don't. Fight. Or give in. Regardless, I learn something new about you every day. It excites me. Thank you. You thank me? Absolutely. I learn something new about you every day.
Confirmation that Ollie is the prototype? I think voice manipulation. Proof. Maybe. Just an idea. That I think that might have been proven. Ollie talks like a weirdo. Ollie says things with weird spacing, like he's not used to talking in this voice. And I think that kind of matched with that vibe. Anyways, here I go reliving a nightmare, but boy!
Step closer to the prototype.
I took my battery with me and it gave me a second one.
Finish the job.
I
This
break of the
win
game.
is yours.
How am I supposed to know what the hatch room is?
Good, you're here.
What's that sound mean? What's that sound mean? Okay, first of all, to anyone saying that's a confirmed death, that is not a confirmed death. In storytelling, it's not good. That's for sure. Bad sign. Could be a death, not a confirmed death, and I'm dying on that hill. We'll see what Chapter 4 has in store.
everything.
Oh. Gosh, why did the kissy jump scare?
Soon as we reach the bottom, I'll send the lift back up. Just hold tight, okay?
That may have been the plan, Poppy. Oh, gosh! That may have been the plan, but, got a spoil for you, Pop. It ain't going that way. Weird. Do they have the location of the wear and tear on the thing dependent on the stage and not the location of the prop? Interesting. Oh, it's the floor texture. The texture of the floor is falling on top of the prop. Whoa. What if? Oh, wait, sorry. At this point, I'm like getting even on the game for breaking me. I love you. I didn't even see where that one went. Down there. Down there. I'm a predictable creature. If there is a Deltarune or 21 Pilots reference to be made, I make it. Oh, these ones are mere pillars of environment. If I go back in here after all of that. We're gonna live here now. There's no active threat. Oh. Cool. Still not that one. This is open now. That's interesting. Am I gonna get stuck in here? Do I want to experience getting stuck in there to break the game, or do I want to experience that thing going down? And you have to fight Catnap to get here, so I'm not. I kind of have to pick one. No, the door's closed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about any of this. Here. That's to help you. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I know what would happen if I went in there. It would just... I'd get into the room. It would let me do the puzzle up until there was electricity involved, and then it would, just not open the door. I'm kind of curious, but I think I'm more curious what would happen with these things being here. Oh, come on.
Once we hit the ground.
Oh, no, come on.
We need to be cautious.
Come here, come here.
There's something.
Come here.
What?
I'm gonna pull myself up.
No! No!
If only there was some way to save
Just
this
hold
game.
Come on, go faster! Easy!
I guess it's already open. For some reason I thought it opened after, Oh. But now it is not working. Interesting. This game is very broken, and that's just what it does. One of these times this game is gonna break all over you. Gonna break all over yous. How about now? Maybe it smelled me last time.
Catnap's gone. The red smoke is diverted.
Oh, I
Came
missed
back
this
because of
time.
your coworkers.
That's
You wanna
fine.
know what happened?
I already know what the Hour of Joy is, Poppy. Frankly, it was pretty obvious from, like, the first chapter. Man, it's broken! How dare it be broken? This looks safe. I love that the sound location of that is just wherever you're standing. This room looked so exciting. ones with Playtime Co. on the... Aw man, I was hoping you would stay up there so I could use you as a jumper. Hey, it worked. What's that? That's like a unique thing they designed just to have in this room you can't go in. They make great environments here. Game can't run for beans and the story isn't well supported, but can't take their visuals away from them. As long as the game isn't running, it looks beautiful. If it runs, there'll be a lot of clipping and questionable glitches. I wonder what happens if I decide to go back up the lift. Did I do that the first time in my original playthrough?
As soon as we reach the bottom, we'll send the lift back.
Puppy is talking to nobody. Come here, come in with me. Where'd it go? Questionable physics. Why is this wall so tall? You're gonna tell me that I can't go into the room I have no reason to go into? This is how I play video games when I'm not recording myself. Man, you thought my playthrough was long. You should have seen how long it would have been if it wasn't a Let's Play. Easily 7 times the length. Oh, interesting. Wait. I'm seeing into that room there. Mob. There's a hole in the wall that doesn't patch through. What's up with that? Seemed like a cool design idea, but okay. You look like a statue. Whoa, I've walked through you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Hello. Oh my gosh! This is what Kissy's leg looks like. Sorry, I hope this isn't an invasion of privacy. This is... Oh my goodness. Oh! I moved. Am I in your other leg? Wow, this is totally normal. Oh no, I was in your hand. That's what happened. Because that's the wrist. That's why it's lower than the, when I was at the leg, it's down there. Right, of course, so it's probably the same. Yeah. Oh, and what about this one? I don't think this one is straight enough for me to get. There we go. What? Well, we got a very up-close look at Kissy Missy. Oh! How are they on the contact point here? A little off. But you know what? Believable enough. This game doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to run. Hello, my lovely. I'm sure you're okay, because you've survived this long for good reason, and I'm sure you're gonna be fine.
As soon as we reach the bottom, we'll send the lift back up. Just hold tight, okay?
You're rewatching the dialogue, I better understand what's happening. This is the lift. Presumably the lift that we did all of this to power. I'll stay up here with you, Kissy. Poppy can go down first, okay? And that's how I'm choosing to end this series. I stayed up here and waited with Kissy, and Poppy went down, and then she's gonna let us. There, end of chapter 3. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?